serious about making a bomb, surely.
Oh, come on, we just found a way of sticking it up the freak.
Using a bomb?
What she means is we found a way of showing Miss Ferguson that we won't be
Can you
walked
just hang
over.
on a minute? I know none of you have a very high regard for her.
She's a
not
prize
half as
bloody
bad as
bitch.
Yeah, you don't know what she's like.
You might think you do, but you're wrong. Well, when I first met her up in Queensland, I mean, she was a hard officer. But she was fair and decent.
Oh, freak
Betty's
fetch,
never
come
been
off
that
us.
guy.
I can't believe that she's changed all that much. Certainly not enough to justify what you've got planned for her.
We're not going to hurt her, honestly. Not physically, anyway.
Just take us 6 months to get her tail out from between her legs, that's all.
Look, the point is, we've got a way to get back at the freak without hurting her for buggering up Julie's parole. Now, we want your word that you're not going to blow the whistle on us.
Oh, come on, Laurie, you'll die laughing when you find out what it is honest.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that she's not going to get hurt.
Oh, how many times do we have to
honestly.
tell you?
All right, I promise.
Good one, Laurie.
Oh, talk about egg on the freak's face.
Well, obviously your little stint in solitary didn't affect business.
No reason why it should have. My girls know what to do.
No. Have they heard anything about some sort of explosive device, a bomb being made?
Here in the prison?
Have they heard anything?
No, nothing at all.
Yeah, well, do what you can to find out. It's happening, and Connors is behind it. I want information, fast.
What's she gonna do with a bomb?
Don't worry, it's not for you. Word is she's going to try to escape.
Well, why not just tell the governor and search the place?
I don't like prisoners telling me my job, Maxwell, even if they are
But
working
this'll
for me.
be all she needs to transfer Connors out of here.
And let Reynolds get all the credit. You really are an amateur, aren't you? Stick to your selling and we'll get along just fine. And if you do hear anything, don't waste time in letting me know.
I'm home.
How was the job hunting?
Oh, not all this highbrow stuff again. You're ruining my ear for real music. Rock and roll.
I'm surprised your ear isn't already ruined with all the crashing and banging that goes on with your music. I mean, you can't even hear a melody through yours.
Someone's frisky. You had a good day.
Passable. How was yours?
Passable's a definite improvement.
Well, let's just say marginal. But do we have to talk about me? I'm sure yours was far more interesting.
Yeah, it was certainly that.
Oh? Have you got something to tell me?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I have, Mum.
Look, I still don't see how she's going to get him out without the whole place knowing about it.
She said she'll do it, so she'll do it.
Well, how is she going to fit him in here? I mean, Lorna is not exactly the smartest chick in the joint.
Will you stop your whinging? It's going to be... Hey, Lurch, how did you go?
Oh, Flat's nearly sprung me. All I could get was the paint.
Well, what am I going to use for a brush?
Well, what about a brush? Now you can see no one's going to get hurt. What do you reckon?
I think you're all awful.
Good one,
Very
Luke.
clever.
See, it doesn't matter if you've known her 30 years. She's still a screw. It's us and them. Oh, it's going to be fantastic, eh, girl?
Jeez, I can't wait.
She's going to be a matter in a cop at Bathurst and she won't be able to do a bloody thing about it.
I still don't know how you can be so sure that she's not going to tell the governor.
Because she's a glory hunter.
Yeah, if she was going to tell Reno, she would have already done it by now, and we'd be up to our ears in cell searches.
Believe me, sister, she's going to leave it to the last possible moment so she can take the credit for catching us red-handed. The only thing is, it's going to be her getting caught with a big red face.
Why shouldn't I be angry? I'm not a 2-year-old. You should have told me.
I didn't want to worry you.
Oh, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, something like that.
Why the corrective services?
One of the things I liked about the Navy was the discipline. Knowing where I stand and what's expected of me. I thought about the police force, but in the end it was you who tipped the scales for me. As a kid, I was always jealous of the amount of time you and Dad used to spend at the prison. I've finally woken up that it was because I realized how important it was to both of you. I was admiring you at the same time as fighting you.
I didn't know that.
I guess I was just never mature enough to admit it, not even to myself.
Now, do you know what happened to your father? Now, are you sure that deep down you're just not trying to, oh, I don't know, avenge his death somehow? I mean, a prison officer can't
Positive.
afford...
It's taken me a long time, but I've finally come to terms with his death. Sure, I used to dream about going in and paying back the prisoners who killed him. But now I think differently. I know that would be letting the both of you down. I mean, the whole idea is to rehabilitate them, not harden them, isn't it?
You've really given this a lot of thought, haven't you?
Yeah. And I think I've made the right choice.
I want you to promise me one thing.
What?
That you'll come and talk to me again after you've done your in-service training. I think you might feel a little differently after you've had to deal with some of these people.
That's another thing I had to tell you, Mum. I'm doing my in-service training at Wentworth.
Your blood's worth bottling. I didn't think you could do it.
Oh, thanks a bunch. Hey, when do I get to find out what they're for?
Oh, tomorrow, and you'll die laughing when you do, eh?
I might as well. I don't think I'll ever dance again.
Tomorrow you will.
Someone's up to no good.
Bloody hell, Williams, get out of here.
That's not too friendly. Oh, what's with the springs?
None of your business now. Rack off!
Oh, I reckon you need a mate to keep Nit. You wouldn't
If
want
Lexi needed anyone to keep Nick, you'd be last on the list. Now take a walk.
Watch you pushing around, Connors. I might just take a walk to the nearest screw.
You
I
do
reckon-
that, it'll be a bloody long time before you ever walk again. You get my drift?
All right. But you're going to be real sorry you pushed me around, Connors. How much does she know?
She saw the springs.
What the bloody hell were they doing out where she could see them anyway?
Well, Lorna had just dropped them off, and I do not have eyes in the back of my head.
I thought I told you to keep everything out of sight till I got back from the loo.
Are we going to go after her or what?
Yeah, she knows what happens to laggers. Let's get on with it.
How are the inmates going to know that Meg Morris and Marty Jackson are related?
Prison grapevines are like the FBI, ASIO, and the KGB all rolled into one. Oh, it wouldn't take them long.
All right, so they find out. What can they do apart from rag us now and then?
Well, supposing you were on duty and one of the inmates came running up to you and said your mother was involved in an accident, now what would you do? And that's just off the top of my head.
Oh, you can bet your bottom dollar they'd find plenty of other ways to turn it to their advantage.
I've got a lot to learn, haven't I?
Yes, you have. And not just about how to handle the inmates. You and I are very similar in a lot of respects. I don't want to see you give everything you've got to this job, as I know you will, and then turn bitter because things don't fall the right way for you.
Losing the deputy governorship hurt you a lot, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And this is one extra hassle at work you don't need right at the moment.
Well, that's not your fault.
Could have fooled me.
Oh, come on, stop feeling sorry for yourself. I've done enough of that for the pair of us lately.
True. And it's about time it stopped. Tonight it's going to be different. I'm taking you to dinner at a restaurant of your choice. What do you say?
You're on.
Great.
Marty. Thanks.
What for?
Turning up when I needed you.
That's what kids are for, eh?
That's true. Hey, Mel, I've got a bit of a problem and I don't know what to do about it. Thought you might be able to help me.
What is it?
Rita Connors just pushed me around because I caught her with a secret weapon she's planning to use on Kath.
Hey?
Yeah, and I don't know how to get it off her. But if I don't, she's going to use it to hurt Kath.
No way, she's not going to hurt Kath. You tell me where she is and I'll get it.
She's in Lexi's cell with it. Hey, hang on. You don't know what it looks like, do you?
Oh, no, what's it look like? One of them laser ones.
Not exactly. And she's got two of them, not just one.
Two?
Yeah. And it's about this long, and it's curly like this, and made out of wire.
Oh, right.
But you better hurry, because Rita and Lexi are really after Kath, and they're going to hurt her real bad if you don't stop them.
I'll get him. I'll get him. Curly and long and wide. Alan's decision to run away to Perth was the last straw. I know I'll never be able to forgive him. I don't suppose a divorce will really matter, though. There's been no future for our marriage since the day little Linda died. I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me, Bob, especially with the women in here. They're treating me with more respect now, so you needn't worry.
Run and call him while it's long, I'll rip him.